Greetings, YouTube. Although this is one of those videos where I say greetings, but it's not really going to be that positive. It's going to be kind of somber, if you will. Because when I started playing the Marvel Casino of Champions now, over 7 years ago, and if you want to know how long you've played it, just look at the Google Play or Apple Store to see when you first downloaded the app onto some kind of device. I remember them saying, hey, Prof, if you like the Marvel Contest of Champions, you should play Transformers Forged to Fight. It is even better. Now, of course, several people dispute that statement, and then other people said, Prof, why would you want to play two Kabam games? I don't think I want to give my money to one of them. Well, we already had Realm of Champions, which I always felt like was the dumbest idea of all time, because part of the reason, really the only reason why I downloaded Marvel Contest of Champions, I would imagine a lot of like casual players and casual fans of Marvel are the same, is because of the champions. I knew who Spider-Man was. I knew who Symbiote Spidey was. At that point, I called him Venom Spidey when I looked at the commercial for the game, and I thought, wow, like a Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter type style fighting game with Venom Spider-Man in it. I've never played a mobile game. I literally have never played outside of like Angry Birds, which I don't think you can really count. I had never played a mobile game, and then of course 7 years later, here I am with over 60,000 subscribers and most importantly 11,000 videos on the game. But Transformers Forged to Fight was one of those games that just kept trucking along by Kabam, kind of in lockstep with MCOC, really. They were one and the same until now. Because we have this TransformersForgedToFight.com update. It says, stay informed. Important announcement. And this is going to be a preview of what happens someday when the Marvel Contest of Champions folds like a wet suit. Commanders, it is with a heavy heart that we announce that we will be ending support for Transformers Forged to Fight and shutting down all servers on January 13th, 2023. I hate to say this because I don't like to say it. This is just a reminder. We don't own anything that we think we own. We don't own our champions. We don't own anything. We don't own our login. We just are renting code on a server that we don't run. And whenever Kabam says they're shutting down all servers, no refunds, because what they like to do is contact Google Play and Apple and say, hey, we're shutting down the game. You can't get refunds. Because people, of course, immediately rush and try to ask for sometimes years worth of purchase refunds. Because what are they going to do? Give you negative units? The game's going to go away anyway, and Kabam knows that, and so they kind of freeze refunds. So it's almost like, and I've seen this with the 7-star announcement, right? Where people are like, well, screw it. I think this is the death of the game. And even if it's not the death of the game, I'm going to stop giving my money, and I'm going to start proactively giving myself refunds by not making purchases, because, of course, you can't worry about refunding a purchase that you never made. I get that perspective, but I'm also a YouTuber that wants this community to succeed, and honestly wants this game to succeed, and can't afford to put thousands of dollars a year back into the game for entertainment purposes with content. But the average summoner, really 99.9% of all summoners, don't have the YouTube channel and revenue from the game that I have, and so therefore purchases are a lot more, shall we say, at your discretion. Working on this game has been nothing less than a labor of love. We created this game for all fans of Transformers to enjoy. And as fans ourselves, we've loved every minute of it and have been honored by every fight, raid, and mission that you have completed. I feel like, except for the word raid, like you're going to see this exact text someday on an MCOC forum, because you could just copy and paste it because it would apply to everybody who worked on MCOC. Although the fight is coming to a close, we want to thank you for your dedication, support, and love that you have shown this game. It has meant the world to us. As of today, we will be disabling all in-app purchases that cost real money. But the fight is not over while the adventures on New Quintessa may be coming to an end. New stories will continue to be released into December. Thank you once again for your commitment to Transformers Forged to Fight. If you have any questions, you can reach out to our support via the in-game team, which will either not have a job soon or will be moved to other games. With all our gratitude, the Transformers Forged to Fight team. Now, Transformers, unlike the MCU, largely thanks to Disney Plus and, of course, the movies, hasn't really been in popular culture yearly like it was even, I don't know, a few years ago with the Michael Bay films. And so it kind of surprises me in a way, having never played this game, that it lasted this long. I think that's a huge achievement. But Realm of Champions basically said, hey, if you want, you can go over to MCOC and we'll give you a huge compensation package to really incentivize you to play. And what was cool about many of you, or at least some of you who messaged me, you already played both games, so you didn't have to start from scratch. You just got to get these awesome rewards as part of it. In this case, looking for that announcement, don't see it. So, yeah, I guess in a way this is inevitable for all games. It will be for MCOC someday, and it certainly was for Transformers Forged to Fight today, but it is still one of those really important days that you kind of just have to solemnly reflect on. So, YouTube, what do you think? Do any of you play this game? Are you surprised? Are you depressed? I would love to hear from people who actually have tried this. I'm just reporting this because it is a Kabam-owned game, and another Kabam game is shut down, though it's important to note that the Disney game, I believe, is alive and well. So it's not like they're just shutting down games without replacing them, but this is certainly a historic moment for the company and the community.